Our next guests are actually celebrities, and how do I know? Is because they live in the exact same city I live in. Everybody say, hello, Chicago. Say, hello, Chicago. I can't say that. I can't, just can't. And so I arrived very, very late on Wednesday. And on Thursday, I was supposed to be interviewed on one of the biggest TV shows. And at the last second, the producer says, JT, something came up, and we have big guests, and you know how it works. I'm like, no, I don't. Are they bigger than me? And they're like, well, it's big, And so I'm like, who is bigger than me in this country? And, there's other people, JT. It's not just you. And I'm like, what? So I wake up next morning. I scroll my Facebook, and who do I see on the same damn show I was supposed to be on? Robbie and Michael Matthews. And so I'm like, all right, okay, well, it's my student. So then I've got a very big interview on Mix FM 93.8, Stevie B Business Show. And they're saying they're going to be on the same station as me before. So I'm like, how the hell did they get 5:30? But the business show is 6 to 7. So as I'm driving, I'm like, there's just no way that they're going to cut in to my spot. There's just no way, because he told me the whole hour of the show. I show him the text message. I show up in the station, and I'm told by the producer and Stevie B that, JT, they're pretty big here, and we want to interview them. So they cut half hour off my time. At this point, I'm like pissed. I'm like, come on. So this morning, I'm having breakfast. I pick up the Star newspaper. Who do I see right there? I've had enough of them. I've had enough of them. And it's funny because if you saw the last Tycoons of Wealth, we've had no black African American, right? We've had none. And every time I speak in America, I said, if I just can have a black African American to come to South Africa, or they would be like a change, because people would think, like, what are they like? What are their names? Patience, beauty, beautiful. No. Deshaun, Kiki, LaQuisha, Tangeray. Something happened. Something happened. They're like, I don't want to be joyful. Something happened. So I brought them here to uncover the mystery of what exactly happened. How did we go? Like in America, I said, have you ever met another beautiful? Well, not like their names, but they're like, how come? And patient. So I've been amazed at some of the names. I kind of like the names better here, the more positive. And they have come here, and everywhere they go, they are changing. They're going to be on. I leave late Sunday night to go back to Australia. We're doing like 6 cities in 6 days, and they're going to be on Kaya FM on Monday. I'm thinking about staying. I cannot. They're doing every show that I was supposed to do. But they are amazing people. I mean, I know them very well because they're in Chicago. And everywhere they know, they're very well known. They're some of the top experts when it talks about financial literacy, financial planning, legacy, how to earn more money, how not to work for your money, but make your money work for them. And they are probably 2 of the most amazing people. In fact, Michael looks like Zeus's father. No, JT, my father's too short. Something happened. Yes, Zeus, yes. So I'm so honored to have them come here, because just not only will their speech inspire you, but I actually think that they will become your friends. And that's the type of people they are. They're the most action takers people I've ever met. They don't have a bad bone in there, and they really know their stuff. They've helped people all around America, and they've been so impressed by the beauty and by the people in this country that they say they're going to come back over and over and dethrone me. They didn't say that, but I know they're thinking about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to American celebrities. Please, Robbie and Michael Matthews. Give them a big round of applause.
Bono, South Africa.
Hey.
Well, let me tell you why those interviews happened. Because of coaching. We listen to our coaches, and in JT's book it says, if it doesn't work, do what your coach said right in the first place. So we didn't want that to happen, so we followed our coaching. Hello, South Africa, how are you doing?
We're Mike and Robbie Matthews.
We're the authors of our book titled Financially Speaking, The Best Improvement Starts with Self-Improvement. Create your own economic stimulus plan. We are here to inspire and motivate you to become financially free using financial literacy education principles.
Can we ask you a couple questions? Yes. Who would like to be financially free and retire on their own terms and time frame?
Yes. Who would like to travel more and take more vacations?
Who would like to make sure their kids had a better life?
Who would like to make more money? Who would like to make more money? Who would like to make more money?
All
Then
right.
you are definitely in the right place.
We would like to take a few minutes and share a little bit about who we are, if that's okay with you. All right? Okay. Well, my husband, Michael, he is my soulmate. And his story is he went from rags to riches, back to rags, back to riches again, because he reinvented himself. He started his journey in the streets of Chicago, playing basketball, and went on to become a professional basketball player in Europe. He is now a successful author, financial literacy accountability coach, and ladies, pretty handsome too, right?
Well, everything my wife said is true. I grew up on the south side. Everything.
I'm always right.
I grew up on the south side of Chicago playing basketball in the alley, and we literally used a bicycle rim attached to a pole as the hoop. But I went from playing in that alley to playing in some of the biggest arenas in the United States, as well as overseas in Europe. But due to my early lack of financial literacy education, I spent all my money on my lifestyle. And I went broke. I filed for bankruptcy. I had a car repossessed. I had to move back home with my parents. I felt ashamed. So I no longer wanted to be known only as a basketball player. I finally understood the rules of the game, so I wanted to become a game changer. So around the age of 40, I actually reinvented myself and took my own personal financial literacy education seriously. And that's why I'm here on this stage today talking to you all. Now let me tell you about the love of my life, my lovely wife, Robbie, who we've been married for 20 years. But before I met her, here's some interesting facts about her. She was a single teenage parent, raising 4 children on welfare. But unlike me, she understood personal financial literacy education early on. So what did she do? She went to a trade school and took up computer technology. Then she got a nice job at a Fortune 500 financial services firm. Then she obtained her master's degree. Then she became vice president and technology manager of that firm. And after 20 years, isn't she sexy?
Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. Yes, I did learn how to spend money very early in life because I came from a family of gamblers. So there was money all there all the time. But what I didn't know was how to manage money to raise a family. So my first job gave me an unlimited credit card. Ladies, if you had an unlimited credit card, what would you do, right? And that's what I did. I bought everything I wanted. Well, unfortunately, I had to pay it all back. And with interest, 25% interest. So basically, I went broke. I had to hide my card to keep it from being repossessed. But when I went to the financial services firm, I took the opportunity to learn financial principles and apply those principles so I could dig myself out of debt. Then Mike and I met. We put together a plan so that we could retire early. So we're retired. We're not even old enough from a government perspective to be retired, but we are. So now we're financially secure.
Thank you.
Thank you. We travel the world, and we live life on our own terms. So how do you become financially literate? Through education, through learning about different subjects, getting a coach, someone that can help you find your way if you can't find it for yourself. That's how you become financial literate. But let us show a little bit about So that was me, that's us, we're here in front of you, so you don't need those pictures, you can look at us, all right? But let us tell a little bit about, in order to know where you need to go, where are you today, right?
According to the 2015-2016 Gauteng Observatory Regional Survey of about 30,000 South Africans, this is what the survey said. And the survey said that about 60% had problems paying their mortgage and problems paying other credit cards. I'm gonna keep it short, our time is getting short, so I'll just say 78% or said it was hard to save or they could not save at all. So in the short summary, it said that most of those 11 million South Africans credit-worthy respondents were heavily in debt. So that reminds me of a survey in the United States, and the survey says if you take 100 people starting out at the age of 25 and track them until the age of 65, that 26 will be dead, 64 will be broke, living at home, or receiving government welfare, 5 will still be working, 4 will be financially independent, and 1 will be rich. That's right, only 1 out of 100 will be rich. So it doesn't matter what country you live in, what matters in what category you fall into. Now thinking about this, how much money have you made over the past 10 years? And how much debt have you acquired? After speaking with some of you said in US dollars, I've made over 30,000, 60,000, or 100,000 US dollars a year. But what happened to the money? And if you're like most people, some of you are probably frustrated about that, correct? Others might be concerned that you won't be able to send your children to college, or you might not be able to have that rosy, cozy retirement, or you might not be able to retire at all, correct? Others are really probably concerned and challenged about the aspects of financial literacy education. But I'm here to tell you it's not as difficult as you think. Remember, I was the one that was ashamed when I looked in the mirror. I get that. We're here to help you. My wife and I both understand the pain. The pain, it hits me hard because I can go back to my days when it was low pain. The lack of financial literacy education can cause you. So we're here to help you.
So we were fortunate, we found our magic wand, right? What is our magic wand? It was financial literacy education. But it's because the best improvement starts with self-improvement. Can I hear you guys say that? The best improvement starts with self-improvement. So, but here's the thing, even though the statistics say that people aren't successful, well, that doesn't apply to you guys because you're here. You're invested in your learning. You are here. So you stand a better chance of being successful. So don't take that for granted, all right? Like one of the young ladies said, be a role model. So here's a set of factors that you can take a look at that would help you on your journey to financial literacy. There are 7 principles called It's Okay to Be Wealthy. So don't be afraid to be wealthy. Don't let people tell you you shouldn't focus on money. Money is your friend. It's important, okay? So it's okay to be wealthy. So we're going to go really quickly through our 7 principles to help you get some idea on what directions you should go in.
The first principle is W, wealthy mindset. You first must change how you think, act, and feel about money, and you must think like the wealthy in order to become wealthy. The first step to get you started is you first must commit. You must learn to commit to your own personal financial literacy. Now turn to your neighbor and look your neighbor in the eye and say, I commit to my own personal financial literacy. Go.
Right?
Now at the break, you all can exchange numbers and hold each other accountable. We only got a minute 35.
Okay, so, sorry, the second principle is entrepreneurship. Well, you've heard about becoming an entrepreneur, and that's why many of you are here are already entrepreneurs. So you're on the right track. But for those of you who aren't, don't get caught in the trap of working 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, only live off of 40% of your income. Get a business.
Third principle is A for asset management. Like entrepreneurs must build good business credit, you must also build good personal credit. You must know your numbers. For those who understand interest, earn it. Those who don't, pay it.
The fourth principle is leave a legacy. Teach and pass on those principles to your children. Create a new culture of financial independence in your children, all right? We hear the culture of not spending, pass on and create a new culture.
And we're going to end, we only have a few seconds left, so we're going to end with the poem. It's called Dare to Dream. Choose a wish, find a dream, pick a shooting star. Let your hopes and spirits soar high and free and far. Reach for the unreachable, then stretch to touch the sky. No dream you treasure is too far away and high. Believe in the impossible and work and try and do. For those of you who dare to dream, you can make your dream come true. We're Mike and Robbie Matthews from Chicago, Illinois. Thank you so much.
Thank you.